Teachers, what's the most satisfying way you've outsmarted a cheating student? I caught a student using his phone during my physics exam. When I approached his desk, he quickly shoved it into his pocket and gave me this innocent look like I was imagining things. Instead of calling him out directly, I announced to the class, "Remember, I grade on a curve. The highest score sets the curve for everyone else." The cheater smirked. He thought he was getting away with it. After the exam, I asked him to stay behind. He looked nervous, but trying to play it cool. "Is there a problem with my test?" he asked. I smiled. "Actually, you got a perfect score. 100%. His face lit up. Relief washed over him. "Really? That's awesome." "Yes," I said. "In fact, you even got the bonus question right." He nodded, proudly. "I studied really hard." "That's interesting," I said, because there was no bonus question. His smile vanished. "What? Also interesting is that question number 7 asked about Newton's fourth law of motion." He nodded, confidently. "That was tricky, but I figured it out." I leaned in. Newton only had 3 laws of motion. The fourth law doesn't exist. The blood drained from his face. I placed his test on the desk between us. "Want to know the most interesting part? You answered questions 11 through 15 perfectly." "So?" "The test only had 10 questions. Questions 11 through 15 were from last semester's exam, which I'm guessing you found online." He started stammering excuses, but I cut him off. "Here's what's going to happen. You can take a 0 on this exam, or you can come back Saturday morning and take a new exam. Alone, in my classroom, without your phone." He chose Saturday. When he arrived, I handed him an entirely new test. As he took it, I graded papers at my desk. Halfway through, he looked up in frustration. "Some of these questions weren't in the study guide." I nodded. "That's correct. I changed the format to focus on critical thinking rather than memorization." He barely passed, but he earned every point legitimately. The following semester, I caught him looking at someone else's paper. When I approached, he immediately sat up straight and focused on his own work. At the bottom of his test, he'd written, "No cheating this time. I actually studied. The fourth law of motion is still fake, right?" I wrote back, "Correct. And you got an 87% honestly. Much better." He became one of my best students. Sometimes they just need to know you're paying attention.